Hi guys, I'm RetroYGO, and today we're going to rank the best sets released for Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2022. And let's get started. Kicking it off with number 5, we have Tactical Masters. While this set might not have had a dramatic impact in the meta, it was still a great set and included budget reprints of cards such as Droll and Lockbird and Anti-Spell Fragrance. And that's just a few. But you also had the new collector's rares for players looking to just upgrade rarities. Then you also had cards like Runic and Labyrinth, the new ones, right? And while Labyrinth hasn't had an impact in the meta at this time of recording this video, the Runic cards absolutely made an impact this year, even managing to win a YCS in the Sprite deck piloted by Joshua Smith. All up, truly an amazing set that appeals to almost every version of player in the game today, and that's why I had to give it my number 5 spot. But coming in at number 4, this set included a little bit for everyone. If you haven't figured it out, I'm talking about none other than Magnificent Mavens. The most notable impact of this set was clearly the newer reimagined cards of Ashizu Ishtar from the anime, in the forms of Keldo, Mudora, Kelbek, and Agido. Taking the Tier 1 Tearlament strategy to a dominant Tier 0 deck, but it also included meta reprints in the form of Impermanence, Lightning Storm, Triple Tactics Talent, and Evenly Matched. But then add more, you get a collector aspect for this set with cards like Red Eyes Black Dragon, Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Dark Magician Girl. And then there's even more about this set. You got new Pharaoh's rares for some of the cards in this set. Another cool thing about this set was that both North America and Europe had slight differences. In North America, you could get the secret rare Pharaoh's cards, while in Europe you had the ultra rare versions of the same cards. Another nice little aspect for collectors, and that's why I had to give Mavens my number 4 set of the year. But coming in at number 3, if you're a meta player, then this next set was for you. I'm talking about none other than the Grand Creators, and oh my god, the impact of this set. Not only did you get new stuff like the Punk and Exo Sister archetypes, but you also got the new Adventure Engine, which made an immediate impact in the meta, pretty much dominating a portion of every deck. But wait, there's even more. Not only did you get affordable reprints for cards such as Solemn Strike, Torrential Tribute, and Emergency Teleport, but you also had them in upgraded rarity forms for the collector rares, which was just great at the higher end for the high rarity collectors. Just all up, this was an amazing set, and that's why I had to give it my number 3 spot on this list. But coming in at number 2, if you're a fan of meta reprints, then this next set is for you. And I'm referring to none other than the 2022 Mega Tins. This year's tins were absolutely loaded. Not only did you get amazing reprints like all 6 of the Ghost Girls in one set, coming in at both super rare and prismatic secret rares. So that's a nice upgrade for some of them. But you also had more reprints in the forms of Lightning Storm, Forbidden Droplets, and then even the money card, which hadn't had a reprint before, Pot of Prosperity, which prior to this was over $100, which completely said no to budget players or people that just didn't have the budget to spend $300+ on one set of cards. And that's just the start of this set. You had the reprints for the Fluunderies archetype, you had reprints for the Despia archetype, you had reprints for Evil Twins, and that's just a taste of what the Mega Tins included this year. There's just so many amazing cards in this one set. That's why I had to give it my number 2 spot. It would truly take an amazing format defining set to stop this year's Mega Tins achieving the number 1 spot on this list. But before we get to the number 1 best set of the year, I had to give out an honorable mention. And this year's honorable mention goes to none other than Darkwing Blast. At first glance, this set probably should have a spot on the top 5, which shows just how great a year in Yu-Gi-Oh! We actually had for this set not to make it. This set's impact has been amazing so far, with cards like the Bestials, which have just shown us how far we've come with power creep, completely saying to DD Crow, oh, you've been nice for many years, let's make you even better, in the form of the Bestials, which are DD Crows with bodies that all have additional effects. Just such a great card, the Bestials, and they're going to make a lot of impact in Yu-Gi-Oh! To come. In addition, we also have the new Kashtira cards, which will only get better with future set releases. Unfortunately, at the time of releasing this video, we haven't seen anything from cards outside of the Bystials that have made a massive impact in the format. That's why I had to give Darkwing Blast an honourable mention. It's really close, but just could not make the list. But let's not keep you guys waiting any longer. It's time for the number one best set of 2022. And if you haven't already figured it out, it's none other than Power of the Elements. And oh my god, what a set this was! Not only did it include one top tier meta deck, but it included 2 meta defining archetypes in Sprite and Tearlaments. This set was completely meta defining. Prior to the release of this set, it wasn't uncommon to play at a YCS event or regional event and see 32 different decks make the top cut. And then that's not even including the Swiss portion of the tournament, where you could play another 10 different decks, making it almost impossible to prepare yourself for every deck and every possibility. But you also had, in addition to that meta-defining archetypes, you also had a collector appeal with a Starlight slot containing Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, so all the hero enthusiasts would love that, plus all the high-end collectors would love it. So that's another great aspect. But even better, the Sprite and Tearlament cards, outside of Sprite Blue and the Palorino Field Spell, they're pretty much affordable engines that, because they all came in low rarities. That's not price gating out a majority of the players, which, let's be honest, is what we all want from Konami. We're okay with having high-end foiling on cards and just having those really expensive top end, but just keeping it low at the same time to give everyone an opportunity to afford the deck and be able to play the deck. Power of the Elements was just such a powerful set that released this year. That's why I had to give it my number one spot on this year's list. Guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for watching. Did you agree with my list? Maybe you have some other opinions. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you would, maybe consider hitting that like button. And if you're not already, hit that subscribe button and I will be able to give you more amazing content in the future. Alright, I'm RetroYGO and I will see you next time.